So this one's gonna be three questions. Is there a coach or athlete that you look up to, as a role model? And what are the top five priorities? And do you have any hobbies and interests outside of our wrestling or anything you want the people who might not know a lot about you to know?
All right, so well, we all know the coaches can, so yeah, that's right. But like, kind of before I joined the stable, Dragon Boy Dylan used to help me a little bit, so like that's a good. And I don't really know what to say about that. So I'm just to say my top five priorities. It's really like my family, school, and like I don't really know what else. That's like family, school, and then I wouldn't really call like playing this my priority, but like it's kind of something I do. It's like you could put it in there if you want to. And then my hobbies and interests. Well, before I got active in say again, I played football, but then I broke my arm, and then I came back to wrestling. I played with a bunch of them, but yeah, that's it. Honest time.
Okay, my bad. I'm back.
So the question was, is there a coach or athlete that you look up to? Your top five priorities, and then do you have any hobbies or interests or anything that you want the viewer to know?
He wasn't really there that much. Uh, Travis, repeat. Like, repeat everything. Oh, yeah, that nigga slumped. Well, coach, quite obvious. Ken wasn't really there that much, so I've been trying to improve by myself. I mean, yeah, you could say like Ken, Keith. Um, I mean, there's Diddy a little bit, Cyan, yeah, Logic, yeah, Carbon. Those are people that I look up as well. I've seen as well, like I name dropped. But like most importantly, I'd say like maybe like Valone, like Hurricane. The reason why I say this, like literally every time I lose a big match, like so big, and say it's a fucking blowout too, right? Like literally, I have this guy Valone in my DMs. He's telling me like, "Yo, like don't forget, like remember like the time you contested for like the PPW like tag titles, and like when you actually won it before that." Like you're doing really crazy. You're just gonna give up now. Like you're saying you wanted to win this and that and that, and just because of one loss, you can't just quit like that. And I was just like, dang, you're kind of right, and that's really what pushes me actually, because this guy is always gonna have my back. He's always gonna push me forward no matter what. And yeah, he's like fucking irrelevant, kind of relevant, kind of irrelevant. He's kind of like unstabilized right there, because he doesn't really attend that much feds, but when he does, he actually wins titles. Those title reigns don't last that long longer. They're unrecognized, but he's a really good friend of mine. Carbon, I mean, yeah, he's a good little wrestler that I, kind of look up to. Because same thing, I wanted to quit one day after like me losing 10-2 for a world title. He was like, "Oh, I wouldn't quit now." That's personally me though. Especially when did he see something in you? I wouldn't just give up all that potential. So that as well. Um, five priorities in life. I mean, it's my family. I mean, school. Trying to get more money. I mean, sure, it doesn't really matter, but in the long term, I actually want to be financially stabilized. I don't want to work a 9 to 5 as my first job or something because financially stabilized. I want to work where something I'm able to control. More like self-employed or like work for a business that I already have ties to. Um, oh shit, what else? I mean, well, wrestling, you could add that because I mean, like, I don't know if I want to really accomplish something and I'm that dedicated, then I guess it's a priority. But I mean, I wouldn't say a big one to my life. And well, trying to improve into everything I do. Any hobbies that I had, like, or interests outside of a wrestling. I mean, playing basketball. I played AAU before. I actually have a championship under my belt. 2020, I'm pretty sure. This was before COVID actually exploded. Had my first ever championship, and it was my first attempt as well. That was a crazy conference because I don't really understand basketball like that, like rules and everything. Like when you're actually playing, I don't get it. So that was really, really, really confusing. But I mean, I got defender, um, of the year for that. Well, it was really like the series. It was like a little mini group, so I got an award for best defense. And yeah, I guess I mean, sure, music. There's music, yeah. Um, damn, there's not that much. I'm a boring ass person, but there's probably more. I just can't think of it right now. But yeah, I guess that's answering the three questions.
Yeah, I'm back. What's up? Oh, okay. Are we gonna do the first one? All right. Are you recording now? Okay. All right. So for like, there was a coach or athlete I looked up to. Like, of course it would be the mentor, Ken. You know what I mean? But trying to think here. I mean, uh, yeah, just Ken. Um, rank the top 5 priorities currently in your life. I mean, first is family. I mean, my dog's my family. Second, uh, it would be my job. Um, third, uh, I mean, exercise, working out. You know what I mean. Uh, fourth, sort of limited and down. I don't really have two other hobbies. Have any hobbies or interests outside of wrestling? Um, I mean, believe it or not, I don't really play a lot of games. I mean, wrestling is like sort of limited for my time. Yeah, basically pro wrestling or sorry. Can we redo that, bro? I'm dazed out, bro. All right, redo that. All right, hold on. All right. Is there a coach or athlete that you look up to as a role model and why? Well, Ken. Oh no, you're good. Whoa.
Not loud.
All right. All right. For a coach or athlete, I mean, first off, right off the bat, it would be Ken, because I mean, saw potential in all of us and took me under his wing. Um, I mean, I was a jobber at that time, so like for him to see potential in me and actually like give me a name, sort of meant a lot to me. That's why I respect him so much. And top 5 priorities. Well, first it's family, of course. Family, my dogs. Second, my job. Third, uh, physical activity. You know, staying fit. Uh, I mean, to say pro wrestling as like the third, it's not really like Kai said, it's not really a priority. More of a hobby, and um, yeah, I don't really have one for the fifth option. Do you have any hobbies? Sort of, yeah, physical activity. Um, uh, just hanging out with friends in real life, and I mean, yeah, that's basically summing it all up.